We are here at the Deca Clark, and I had
Philippines.
to interview
Wait,
this
Lord.
band. The okay, yes, and I want to. Hey, DK Thomas, can you tell us something about your band and the group?
Well, we're not an actual band. We are a yearly band. I got gentlemen that come here from all over the country. They love the music so much they fly in from Florida, from Indiana, from Oregon, from Chicago, from Texas, by way of Osaka. And these gentlemen are here because they love the blues and
Okay,
music. Period.
okay. Can I ask a question
Sure.
now, or
Hmm.
you want something?
You can ask the question now.
Okay. What does the blues means to you?
Well, to me, the blues means it's a history of a people. Initially, the blues started out as a song of slaves. A lot of African Americans where they were brought to America as slaves. They started singing songs while they were working, without music. That developed into church hymns, which later developed into blues songs, porch blues with acoustic guitars, all the way up until electric blues you see right now, and to rock and all other kinds of music. It's the foundation of all modern music, in my opinion. There's tons of songs that are styles of music that are based on blues. Blues to me, in the modern times, means a very emotional music that a lot of people express. It doesn't have a color. I think everyone plays blues now. It just represents people playing music they love from the heart and soul, with the history behind it, with all races.
Okay. And the second question is where the blues came from, DK Thomas?
Why don't we have Curtis to answer that one?
Okay. Curtis Trailer. Hi.
Where did the blues come from?
Yeah.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I really don't know the origin of blues, but it came from just, I say my family. It comes from, just down home, soul, eating, the way that we eat, the way that we talk, the way that
Yeah.
we dance,
Oh yeah.
the things that we went through in terms of, like DK said, went through a little bit of oppression or whatever. But blues came from that singing about it. So that's from down south. I would give it from South America, from not South America, South USA.
Okay.
So we just, I'm just getting into blues myself, but I love it.
Wow. Okay. I love the blues also. Okay, who are some
Peter.
blues influences?
Blues influences.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where do you start?
Yeah,
That's a
where do you
tough thing.
start?
Yeah,
I
that's a
mean,
tough question.
Yeah.
Tough question.
where do you start? I play guitar and I play harmonica. So harmonica, James Cotton, of course, Little Walter. More modern than that, we got guys like Kim Wilson and Dennis Greeling, and everybody's just taking this to a new level. It's, I don't know, influences so many good guys out there. Buddy Guy, Eddie Clearwater. I mean, you just go on and on and on and on. So I listen to them all and try to learn from them, take a little bit of all what they do, incorporate it into my own feelings, my own sound. I try never play the same thing twice. My band hates me for that. In Japan, I have a blues band. They hate me because I never played the same solo twice. So, no, blues is pretty broad. So it means a lot. It's not just sad music. It's happy music. It's a feeling. It's almost a lifestyle. I'm sure DK and the rest of the band here would agree with that.
Okay. Do you have a wife?
A what?
Wife?
A wife?
Yeah.
Before. No more.
Okay.
I'm single. Available.
Okay.
And he's rich.
Okay, who are
He's
some
rich.
no, what do you think blues artists today? Okay, I want to ask John.
You mean current blues artists right
Yeah. Yeah.
now? Let's see. Gary Clark Jr. I like Gary Clark Jr. from Texas. He's a good current guy, very Most of the, I don't know. Well, of course, Buddy Guy's still very relevant. He puts out albums all the time. Every year he puts out an album. I think he just won a Grammy. Yeah, Buddy Guy's still very relevant. Like I said, Gary Clark Jr. from Texas. Let's see. Huh. Well,
Tedeschi, Susan, Derek.
oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Tedeschi Trucks. Derek Trucks, Susan Tedeschi, Tedeschi Trucks Band. Phenomenal. Warren Haynes.
Oh,
Warren
yeah.
Haynes is great blues. You know. And then who is it? Devon Allman, and it's Dickie Betts' son, and Greg Allman's son have a band. Formed a band now. It's really good. Really good.
Okay. And some cities that influences by blues. Please.
Pardon?
Some cities that influences by blues. Some cities, yeah.
Oh, well, you know, I'm not sure what the question means. I mean, Chicago, as far as electric blues,
Yes.
that's kind of where it really became the center. It came from the South, and acoustic blues, and all of these acoustic players came to Chicago for one reason or another, and that grew into an electric scene. Muddy Waters was pretty much at the beginning of when it got electric. My personal influences were back in the 60s. I played folk music, and this was part of what I got led into. Lightnin' Hopkins and John Lee Hooker were the first ones that I got turned on to. And that's what got me started to playing blues music back in the late 60s. And I grew out of, played rock and roll a lot, and had quite a career, quit 20 years ago. But these are still the people that I listen to. Muddy Waters, Albert King was a big influence on me because we both play upside down and left-handed.
Okay.
And people like that, I've always loved them. For years I didn't play it, and then Decane came to town and asked me to play with him a couple of years ago. So I've kind of grown back into this again.
Love this guy.
He brought me out of retirement. I'm not sure how good an idea that was, but here we go.
Okay, how long? How long your group? How long your group? Last.
We've been together going about 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been trying to put it together for 3 years, and at first it was just an idea because I came here by myself, and I was trying to start something because blues is not as popular here in the Philippines, and I was with me having the background I have and playing with some blues artists like Otis Rush, Julian Wells, numerous Chicago people, and being from Chicago, I wanted to represent part of what we do here and try to make it grow. And I have to give credit to a friend of mine, Daryl Stewart Clark, who I do care about. That's a good friend of mine. He introduced me to some of these guys. And I brought John over to play with me.
That's right. Changed my life.
Yeah. And then he told me he had a friend that played harmonica, Peter Kellogg.
Okay.
So Peter contacted me on Facebook.
Hello, guys.
And we had that in common, blues, harmonica. So I invited him to play, and Peter turned out to be a fabulous musician.
Whoa.
And then Jackson Hart came later, and we decided to put the band as D.K. Thomas and the Blue Collars. And I'm just fabulous. I'm delighted to see the dedication from these guys. They fly over here on their own accord, and we just come over here and just play music, something that we really love. We try to represent it as well as we can. And I look forward to seeing these guys every May when we come in. It's the highlight of my year.
Okay. Tell to the people of the Philippines. Say something. Tell the people of the Philippines.
Well, I'll make this statement and you can go around. My statement about the blues is, like I said, blues is the foundation of pretty much all modern music. You may have a few styles that could technically not be considered blues influenced, but if you listen to anything, like on the guitar, there's a pentatonic scale that you play. If you go from one end of the radio to the other end, 9 times out of 10, if you can figure out what key that's in, you can play that blues pattern, and it's going to fit in that song. So, almost all songs are influenced by anywhere from reggae to hip hop to R&B to Motown to disco, they all have that in common. They're all
Who's that? Who's
you're
that?
doing a TV interview, man.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, good evening. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, man. Let's start over. Anyway, Brother Rick. Rick, why don't you come sit down
He's
here with
also
us?
the
Okay.
guitarist. You're a guitarist.
Yeah,
No.
And her daughter? The daughter?
My daughter.
Oh, yeah, oh,
My
yeah.
son
Okay.
TJ.
Ask me that question again. I'm going to start over and we're going to let him help answer it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Not my name, I hope.
Just tell about blues.
The blues.
Yeah.
And the influence of it on other music.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the blues is the base of every kind of music that we listen to today, basically.
Amen. There you go.
You know, from especially if it's blues rock or heck, even rap, it all has a blues base to it.
Amen.
That's pretty much it.
The blues
Okay.
had a baby and they called
Called
it
it
rock
rock
and
and
roll.
roll.
Oh, yeah.
He hit it on the head.
Okay.
That's perfect right there. That
Thank
was
you
the
so
right
much,
You nailed
DK,
You nailed it.
Thomas, and the blues color. Thank you very
Special,
much.
with special guest,
Yeah.
Rick Contrell. And TJ. Come over here,
Hi,
TJ.
TJ.
Come on over here.
Hi.
We're on TV interview.
You're on TV.
Another guitar player right here.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, he's the guitar player. I just hold one.
Okay, thank you so much.
We thank you.
Thank you.